It goes beyond that. To all of the right-wingers out in rural America that have been lied to and propagandized and have their religion weaponized against them, I feel badly for them. The people I don't feel so badly for are white privileged Americans. That's where I get a little bit, because you have everything. You have everything, and you're still mad. You're still mad.
What is she lying about? What is she lying about? And once again, hey, it's not coming from me. It's not coming from me because I want to play the victim, or it's not coming from me because I hate white people. Like, no, this is coming from a white lady who I would think is pretty wealthy, pretty privileged. And she's able to spot this out. It is easy to, like, especially when I kind of first started getting into politics and, you know, reading American history, reading Black history, you know, reading all these books. Like I told you, I consumed myself with information for the first year. I started this YouTube channel because I wanted to make sure I could participate in these conversations. So I'm reading James Baldwin. I'm reading W.E.B. Du Bois. I'm reading Assata Shakur's autobiography. Malcolm X, of course, the Black Panther Party, Frederick Douglass, like just reading everything, okay? Reading books about slavery and how that impacted the economy of America when it first started. Like, I'm reading so much, and it's easy to view white people as evil people. Trust me, like, it's easy to go down that road. And if I wasn't loved as a kid growing up with my family, if I didn't grow up in that kind of environment, I could see how people reading history, reading information can like have this weird perspective on white people. Trust me, I hear Black people talking all the time. I gotta correct them, but like it's easy to go down that road. Just read a few history books and you see what I'm saying. But thank God I'm not in that position. But when I was listening to this podcast, and let me actually pull them up so you guys can see who I'm talking about.
Upper middle.
These ladies here, like, not to stereotype, you know, I don't want to be that guy because once again, I'm a dark-skinned Black guy with tattoos and a do-rag. Like, I get stereotyped all the time, okay? But to hear white people say the things that they're saying, it reaffirms that we have allies. And it's a good feeling because if you're stuck in a perspective of it's us against the world, you're going to always have this weird, like, you know, hatred towards people. But like, if you know that you have white people that are allies, you have Mexican homies that are allies, you have Asian homies that are allies, you have Native Americans that are allies, you have people that's outside the United States that are allies. That makes you feel good. You see what I'm saying? Like, hearing this, I was like, oh my God, this is what I like. You see what I'm saying? Like, and it's not like that weird, like, you know, how I would imagine older white women like this talking about politics. Like, oh my God, like, that is so bad. Like, oh my God. Like, you know, like, it's not like that. Like, they're pretty gangster with it. And it surprised me. It's like, oh yeah, this is the kind of allies that I want. So I got a few segments here that I want to show you guys. Like, even their opener blew me out of the water. I was like, oh, I'm tuned in now. I'm going to subscribe. I'm tuned in now. Let's listen. Like, even their intro was like, oh my God, like, is this really a political podcast? I wasn't ready for it. But listen.
So are we supposed to start the podcast?
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Patriots, gay triots, they triots, black triots, brown triots, and the people that don't support them can fuck off. There you go, Pumps. What have you had it with?
Okay, what I've had it with is products that are now Patriot products. They're Patriot generators, Patriot tools, Patriot clothing. I've just had it. Like, it's like Christian signaling, except it's the Patriot signaling. And we know a couple of them were like prepper type stuff, like your Patriot generator, so that when you come to the end of the earth, you can, do electricity. And I'm just like, it's so overused, and I feel like it's been captured and denigrated to the point that it gives me the jeeps. So I've just had it with Patriot products.
That's a really good one. And that's just overt nationalism. It's this void of culture in white pockets of America. They have made being a patriot their entire identity. These people aren't watching film, reading literature, learning new things. Their entire identity is being American and promoting America. And it feeds into this whole idea of American exceptionalism, which feeds into this idea among white Christians that value individuals over collectivism. And, it's all of these things are social constructs, countries, borders, all of these things. So whenever I see anybody that's like a hyper nationalist, they're a nut.
For sure. You know it, because it's like, why does it have to be a Patriot product? Why can't it just be a generator?
Because it hits hard. I mean, you have 77 million people that vote for shit like that. Yeah. It's a big market.
That is big.
And once again, like, it is hard to get, and this is how you can tell, like, right away, like, if a white person is an ally or if they are not an ally. Like, they can notice stuff like this. Like, we talk about this all the time. This is a no-brainer, and they're able to, like, point that out. And it's like, oh, I agree with you. America has turned patriotism and Americanism and Christianity as their identity, as their white identity. Like, when you talk about whiteness, like, that's what they point out. And it's like, one, that's dangerous as hell. Like, why would you put your identity within your country, within your religion? Like, that's an automatic fail. You're going to fail that battle 9 times out of 10. And they're pointing that out. And they're not making no excuses. Like, that's what we need, is allies who can talk to their people and not make excuses. Brilliant. Beautiful. That's what we need right there.
Big market.
It's a huge market. And you see it, like, I've seen more like patriotism, patriot coded, MAGA coded shit now than I ever have in my life.
I have too. And you know what's so interesting about it is, while we're screaming to be patriots, we are cracking down on free speech as the government. We're talking about book banning. We're doing we're sending the military into U.S. cities. None of that is in accordance with the Constitution.
But that's lost on these people. I mean, it's like we arrive at these people whose whole identity is the American flag and have truck nuts and, all these Trump flags on their trucks and 95,000 Trump signs in their yard. And then we expect them to understand what democracy is and the distinction between socialism and communism, or to be able to define fascism. We keep arriving at these people with an expectation that they're incapable of delivering upon. And so you see, the larger thing for me is you see the attack on education.
Yes.
You see the attack on enlightenment. You see the attack on the things that could really provide something for these people. The reason that right-wing podcasting is so much bigger than left-wing podcasting is because for right-wingers, their whole identity is being an American and owning the libs. That's their full-time hobby. For many of them that are retired or unemployed, it's their full-time job. For left-wingers, I have a lot of different things that I like to do. I'm at my least happiest when I'm consuming a lot of news. Listen to this, listener. I don't listen to podcasts. I listen to zero podcasts. And it's like, I don't watch interior design shows because what I do for work, I then don't want to turn around and go do at home.
Hey, perfect sense. Let's go to, let me see. I got to remember where. I think it's right here.
Thank you for your attention to this matter.
The name Badley McBatterson is so great. You know what's so crazy, you guys? This is hilarious, but like the president of the United States is that big of an imbecile.
Right. Yes.
You know, and 77 million people voted for him because I don't know. I guess they're just so scared of Black people or gay people having rights or people having same, or I don't know what the take is on that. I know that some people be like, well, I just don't, financially, it's the fiscal policy that I'm super into. I think he's a nut, but I mean, the fiscal policy is what's really important to me. And to me, when somebody...
And once again, the same common excuse. Oh, I know Trump says some racist things. I know he's racist against Black people, brown people, and anything in between. But I mean, it's the economy. That's why I'm voting for him. It's the economy. Really? You think I'm going to believe that? No, I'm sorry. Come on, be honest, okay? But once again, right on the money.
But I mean, the fiscal policy is what's really important to me. And to me, when somebody says that, I think we need to start collectively responding. So you value money more than you do human beings.
That's a great response because it's true.
We need to start saying that. So you value money more than you value other human beings. And some people will be smug enough to go, yeah, I do. When it's my money, and you can say, okay, we're not compatible.
Right.
Nice to see you. I wish you the very best. We're just simply not compatible.
But I'm sorry, I'm related to you, so I'll see you on Christmas. In my case.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, that is really, really tough. It's really disgusting that people are so streamlined with their cruelty and dehumanizing of other people. It really sickens me.
I think the dehumanizing is what has surprised me the most, because I will tell you, when I first learned about World War II, and it was just, your basic public school curriculum. I didn't dive deeply into it in upper school or anything like that. But I remember thinking, maybe I was in 9th grade, I remember thinking, why didn't the other people stand up for them? Mm-hmm. Why did the other people let it happen? And now I know. Now I've researched enough and learned enough that when you dehumanize someone, mm-hmm. it's easy to treat them as less than human, so it just sticks out to me thinking that then, and now I'm living it, and I'm like, oh, I get it now.
And once again, they could be, I don't know what these ladies do for a living other than a podcast. I don't know, but I guarantee you they could probably stay out of trouble, stay out of losing friends or family or whatever the case is. They could be talking about making cakes, or they could be talking about vacation spots. I don't know. But they're deciding to talk about allying with marginalized people, demonized people that don't look like them, and putting themselves in between. Once again, they could stay out of Dodge, stay out of the political conversations, and just be living life. Once again, I'm pretty sure they might be privileged enough to be like, you know what? I ain't got time to worry about politics. I ain't got time to be worrying about these Black folks, these brown folks. I'm trying to buy my 3rd vacation home in Mexico. You see what I'm saying? They could be doing that. And once again, they're not. And those are the type of allies that I appreciate right there. Hey, thank you. Let's see. We got one more. And once again, like I'm seeing in the comments, like most of you guys know who this podcast here. So, I mean, if you don't, go ahead and subscribe to them. It's pretty awesome. So
They didn't know for whatever reason that they would, their spouses would be deported. They do not think these policies will ever affect them.
And I just want to say this, like, there's all of this propaganda on the right now, like they hate us, they are violent, and they're talking about liberals and Democrats. Here's the thing. The Latino for Trump is a prime example that you can say, oh my God, you fuck around and you find out. You can say that. At the end of the day, even these people that had the salsa dance rally for Trump, and then the person who's up there singing, her husband and I think her nephew got deported and detained by ICE, and she's crying and she feels so betrayed. I still feel badly for them.
Absolutely.
I feel badly that their families are being torn apart.
now, when I first heard this, my first reaction was, it's hard for me to feel sorry for these people that voted for Trump and they knew the crazy racist things that he was saying about Hispanic people, Mexican people, undocumented, whatever the case is. You knew what you were getting into, but you thought it couldn't happen to you because you got a Trump flag on your house, or you got I Love Trump bumper sticker on your truck. You know what I'm saying? You got the Make America Great Again hat. Like, it's going to like shield you or something. So it was hard for me to be like, I feel bad. But listen to what she says next.
She feels so betrayed. I still feel badly for them.
Absolutely.
I still, I feel badly that their families are being torn apart. My empathy doesn't just attach to the way you voted. It goes beyond that. To all of the right-wingers out in rural America that have been lied to and propagandized and had their religion weaponized against them, I feel badly for them. The people I don't feel so badly for are white privileged Americans. That's where I get a little bit, because you have everything. You have everything and you're still mad. You're still mad. Like, look at white upper class Americans that live in the suburbs of the United States of America. They got the president they wanted. They have the Congress they wanted. They have the Supreme Court they wanted. They live in an all-white neighborhood. They get to have all the guns they want. They get to do whatever the fuck they want to. And they're still mad. And they're still consuming hate propaganda. And I don't...
Hey, what is she lying about? What is she lying about? And once again, hey, it's not coming from me. It's not coming from me because I want to play the victim, or it's not coming from me because I hate white people. Like, no, this is coming from a white lady who I would think is pretty wealthy, pretty privileged. And she's able to spot this out. And once again, people have to understand, 9 times out of 10, when it comes to these racist individuals, it's not about, DEI, like, oh, you're taking our jobs. It's not about education, like, oh my God, like you're sending them to college for free or healthcare. Like, no, they hate themselves. You know why they hate themselves? Because even though they live in a country that damn near caters to them only because they're white. And once again, read a history book. Okay, I ain't got time to teach you everything right now, but they live in a country that damn near caters to them, and they still fail. They're still failures. They're losers. They suck at life. And this country is pretty much catering to them. So they understand that they suck in life. And the best, quickest thing that they can do, except for taking responsibility, to be like, hey, maybe I suck at life. Let me fix that. But no, they blame other people. Oh, it's the black folks' fault. It's black on black crime, or the inner city because they're taking up all the welfare or something, like, I don't know. Or it's the brown folks. They're leaving Mexico and they're bringing all their rapists and all their drug dealers and all their killers, and they're taking our jobs, right? Like, oh yeah, it's easier to blame people for your own failures than to like sit and think and reflect on your own mistakes and trying to build upon that. That's why they gravitate towards people like Trump, because Trump reinforced that thinking, like, oh, it's not you. No, you're amazing. It's the gay people. It's trans people. It's their fault why you're failing in life. But once again, you didn't hear it from me. Heard it from one of your own.
Know how to fix that. I think there is something in that sect that is completely broken. The working class people in rural America that think Trump's their savior, that are clinging on, that have been pitched, the reason you can't have nice thing is because of these marginalized people. So they further marginalize these people with even people that are even further marginalized. I have empathy for all of them.
I do too.
But upper class white folk that triple Trump, I really don't. I don't know what they're so mad at. I don't know what they want. They have everything they've ever wanted in a system that was designed for them to have everything they wanted, and they're still bitter and mad and angry.
Still not enough.
Damn. Bro, if I ever dropped a bars for anybody, this right here deserves bars. Bars on top of bars on top of bars. Amazing. And once again, we need more of this. We need more people from different cultures, from different groups to speak this truth. We need that. Larry Harris, you said louder. Bars. This is bars. My wife has her headphones on, so she didn't. I know my kids are probably like, why is he yelling? You know, but once again, that right there is facts. This is the I've Had It podcast. It's just called I've Had It. But once again, that was amazing. And once, like, I've Had It podcast needs to connect with why I hate politics. Simple as that. I'm just saying. That right there is amazing. And like I said, like, it made me excited to be like, you know what? We do got allies. Like, that lets me know, like, there's white people out there that are not just like doing that weird, like, oh my God, black people are like the victims. Oh my God, like, we need to protect and cuddle black people. We love them. I'm sorry for slavery. I'm so sorry for slavery. Okay. I'm sorry. But like, no, they're like, hey, some of these white folks are dumb as hell. Like, just speak it. You see what I'm saying?
I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra. Fuck with me, you know that